I was 7 at the time, so we were just in music class when me and my best friend Noah got called down to the office. And my dad came and picked me up. It was really dark outside because of all the smoke. And when we were driving out, we had a line of people behind us and in front of us, so it was really hard to get out.
We made preparations. We had a wood pile that was up close to the house. We moved all that to the end of the road. We soaked down our trees, we soaked down our roof, we watered our grass, and we left knowing that there was definitely a potential that there was going to be damage in the neighborhood, but we couldn't have possibly fathomed the size and scale of the damage. We felt quite trapped between a fire to the north of us and the fire to the south of us, and stuck on the side of the highway for many hours.
I did manage to save a few photo albums and Jesse's baby book, but other than that, all the important stuff that we had was just gone. When people would say, you know, oh, you lost your home and now you can rebuild a new one, and I'm like, but that's not really what it was for me. It was like, well, my memories, and like we really loved our home.
So it worked really hard to get into that home.
Yeah.
The second day was probably the hardest, when I kind of realized what was happening. That was the hardest because I actually understood, whoa, the whole city is being burnt down right now. Like I'm losing everything, you know?
I am a third-generation oil sands worker. My grandpa moved here in the 70s to work in the oil sands. My father followed suit and finished his career working in the oil sands. And now my brothers and sisters and I are all working in the oil sands as well. We represent 12,500 members. Here in northeastern Alberta, we have currently 3,000 to 5,000 members supporting the oil sands sites at any given time. We run haul trucks, dozers, excavators, graders, but we also support the plant site maintenance, the upgrading and refining. We are very proud to be IUOE. We work very hard every day doing meaningful work that helps drive the Canadian economy, but we're also well aware that the economy is evolving and driving us as well. Our members are very aware that we are in a climate crisis. Having lived through significant climate events, 2,500 pieces of infrastructure was lost. The majority of that was homes. Many of those were the homes of my members. Many of them lost their jobs, their livelihoods for months on end. And then again in 2020, the floods came through and flooded out the downtown core. Many of my members' lives were put on hold once again while they tried to find ways to dig themselves out of the next event that happened.
The problem with climate change is it tends to be ignored by a lot of people because they, instead of trying to learn about it and stop it, they just want to continue because it helps them make money. Instead of worrying about what's going to happen in the future, they want to worry about their future and not the generations to come.
Living here at ground zero of some of the effects of climate change, I can say with certainty, those that live within northeastern Alberta, they're talented, they're hardworking, and most importantly, they're resilient. And I think they're paying attention to what's going on, and they're able, willing, and ready to start taking action. We all know the companies are going to be fine, but we can't depend on them to take care of the workers. Our membership is looking forward to the opportunity to build the economy and infrastructure of tomorrow. That comes with career training, skills training, and organization. We want meaningful, long-term, sustainable careers. A crane operator or an equipment operator could go from an oil sand site today down to a wind farm tomorrow. We need to ensure that the workers have a job to go to.